Welcome back to Vino Tribe, and this is a really exciting episode. The last couple of videos were all about pairing food with wine. It's about time we start cooking with wine, and who better to do that than Chef Extraordinaire VIKRAMJIT Roy, the corporate chef of Whiskey Samba, Wine Company, Antares, and all the fun restaurants. So, Chef, there's a predicament in everyone's home that what do we do with leftover wine? How can we cook with leftover wine? It doesn't happen very often in my house because there is no leftover wine, but hey, in homes that do have leftover wine, what do you suggest we cook?
Kind of targeting the kind of age bracket of wine that is leftover is somewhere around 7 to 10 days, right? Nothing more. We are going to cook a dish which is fun, which is trendy, and is healthy as well, right? It's taken from the roots of Italy, but has been given a very sustainable touch to it. We're going to cook a white wine garlic barley risotto.
Oh, right? Wow!
With
barley risotto.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you look at it, these are ingredients that are available in almost every home, right?
Right.
Apart from the barley bit, we've got chilies. All of us love chilies, right?
Yeah.
You've got your basic seasoning of salt and pepper, some onions, some garlic, some parsley, a little parmesan, and barley, right? Apart from...
So you've substituted the original risotto rice.
Correct.
For barley.
Right. Because it's readily, very easily accessible. We have Uttarakhand getting us the best of barley and millets.
And it's hip, it's healthy, it's hip.
Correct, right. And then some goodness of fats, of butter and cream. Who doesn't like butter? Who doesn't like cream? So let's get cracking.
And you know, a lot of people ask, is it okay to use wine that's become really old? And our answer to that is, please don't. Because you'd agree, Chef, right?
Absolutely.
The quality of the wine is a critical ingredient.
The more the wine decays, the more flavors are lost, the more characteristic of the wine goes.
Right.
Just because it's bad doesn't mean you can throw it in food, you know.
Great answer. You know, just like you wouldn't drink it, you wouldn't use it as an ingredient in food, but you can use leftover wine. And what wine will do is, I think it'll make the dish a lot more flavorsome. It'll evaporate the alcohol and it'll leave all the flavor of the wine with the dish.
Right. When we're doing a risotto, particularly, you know, and do you not love the smell? Like
I love it. That's why I'm drinking a bit of wine with the smell.
What I want to do is smell this and then sip. You'll see. You know, that's what is the fun about cooking whilst drinking. You know, most of us, that is probably the most underrated thing.
I think you might need to drink while cooking too. Cheers to that. Cheers, Vikram. Cheers. The dish comes out much better once the chef starts drinking, right?
Oh yeah. So the problem is that when a chef starts drinking, less alcohol goes into the food and more into him. So we have put in the garlic.
Yeah.
We have put in the onions. This is where a little twist happens. Right. Apart from the barley, we throw in a bit of chili, just a little bit of chili. Just
to give that zing.
That little zing.
Nice.
You know, we like our food to be a little on a level of how our heart beats, right? The moment that it is still, you need to mention, we don't enjoy it, especially as Indians, I don't enjoy it.
You need a slight kick without it overpowering the wine or anything. Just that slight. What a great idea.
This is where we are ready to throw in the wine.
Okay.
Right? The garlic is all caramelized, the onion is translucent, the chilies has done his bit. Why don't you do the honors, sir?
I will let you, because if it's up to me, I will dunk the whole bottle in it.
Please go ahead.
How much wine should I?
Right, so the proportion for a food to wine, whether it's leftover or whatever, right, is generally, if you're using 100 grams of meat or staple, then you do like a 50 ml to an 80 ml of wine.
Okay.
Right? That is how it works, because the alcohol will evaporate immediately. Right. And so you need a lot of substance of the wine to remain with the dish. Right. This is why we.
So 100. If you're using 100 grams of barley, then 50 to 80.
Yeah. Depends on. So you got to drink that wine first to understand the acidity.
Sure.
Right. So what we do is we drink it out of the bottle. Right. And I'd love it if you do that on camera.
I'll drink it right out of here. Cheers.
And then when you understand the acidity, right, then you throw in, you manage that 30 ml balance.
Bases the acidity. So may I?
Yeah, please. Oh, I hope you guys can hear the sound.
And I can even nose it. I can smell.
And see how
the initial wave.
All the caramel that was there at the bottom of the pan has now is here.
Is right
it's
on
all
top.
the
Yeah,
goodness
absolutely.
here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So there you go. Now we are just going to add
a pinch of salt.
little bit of salt just for this. I mean, we're not seasoning it yet.
Yeah.
Right. I always season my food in 3 or 4 layers. I don't season it in one go because then you are able to build the flavors one after the other. Right. Very quickly, getting on to the barley now.
So this is pre-boiled. The barley is pre-boiled.
Yes. Because barley takes a lot of time. Ideally, whilst making a risotto, you generally put raw rice, right? And then you cook it from the scratch with the stock.
I think it's such a great idea to use barley because it's so much more healthy. And it's something that we do use at home these days. Quinoa, barley, they've all become common in our kitchens. And it's a great idea.
Right, so this is when we kind of add in the second layer of seasoning. So we put in a little bit of fresh crushed black pepper.
Right.
Just taking another level of salt.
I love the layering. Right? It's just very interesting to see.
That is
most important.
Very, very important to layer salt one over the other. Right? That's how the difference of the taste comes in.
And and the aromas are just incredibly. I wish the video could just get you to smell the aromas. You have to try this at home with the wine and make sure the chef drinks.
Yeah. Right. So now another layer of fat, right? Fresh cream that just goes in a little bit. And then, can I request you to put another level of the wine?
And just a sprinkle of the wine?
A sprinkle of it. That's about it. That's all of it. Yeah. So now we'll just let it simmer for a bit for all the flavors to come together. It'll take around 4 to 5 minutes for all the flavors to kind of come in.
Come together.
Come together. And we will season it again, depending on the taste.
And the barley is al dente, so anyways it fits in perfectly well.
It has got
with
the perfect bite, it has got the perfect crunch, and it has got now the perfect flavors.
Wonderful. All you guys out there, hit the kitchen and cook all those wonderful ladies in the house a great dish with leftover wine. Or if you can't do that, just open some wine and stand with them while they whip up a dish. So chef, I see that you've plated this wonderful dish.
Yeah, we are almost about to finish this dish. So that's the risotto that we cooked, right?
Right.
What we're going to do on top of this is we are going to just put a little more Parmesan.
Ah, lovely.
Right? That gives you that nuttiness, right?
Right.
Then a little bit of parsley.
Yeah.
Right. Just drizzle it all around so that you can get a little bit of parsley with every bite that you're taking with your spoon. And so make sure that it's quite enough. Two ways of doing this after this, right? So this is the base of the risotto.
Right.
Right. Now you could for vegetarians you could do a kind of an assortment of whatever mushrooms that you get in the season, right? Like right now we've got white funguses, we have got some shiitake, we have got some button and black funguses.
Wow, so medley of mushroom.
Yeah, you could just kind of toss it up with olive oil with a little seasoning. That's about it, and then just put it all on top of it so that
this is like a piece of art.
Just build it over it so that you know all of your guests can see.
Yeah, so the plating is also super simple but looks really pretty.
Right. And some parsley. There you
Cheers,
go,
chef.
Cheers.
Cheers, chef. That was super. If you love drinking wine and want to know more, do subscribe to Vino Tribe now.